It was the 25th of July 1554, and even the driving rain outside couldn't dampen Mary's enthusiasm at her impending marriage. The whole cathedral was decked in fine gold furnishings, and Mary and Philip of Spain were led up to say their vows in front of the Bishop of Winchester, and Mary was wedded in this chair, which we still have. It was more grandly furnished than it is now, and more grandly furnished than her husband, who was then of slightly inferior rank. Mary's famous for her constant zealotry in her Catholic faith, and it's a stark contrast with our late Queen, whose quiet constancy never went out of fashion and was much celebrated despite her much longer reign. It strikes me that that kind of constancy is much lacking in many of our political and civic life at the moment. And for the Church and for Christians, this gives us something of an opportunity, because people look to the Church and look to, as they did to the Queen, in turbulent times. Not just because our institutions are really ancient and we doggedly hang on to ancient things like this chair in this chantry chapel where I'm standing, but because we believe, and as it were channel for them, a constant God, a steadfast God, who the book of Lamentations said of the steadfast love of this Lord never ceases, his mercies never come to an end. He is new every morning. For us and for you and for our mission as a cathedral, I urge us in this new year of constant change to cling on to this God and to remember that virtue of being constant and to lean into the one from whom all virtues are given. As St. Paul persuaded his followers, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that in the Lord God our labour is never in vain.